Hey, Dave, any clarity you could give us on why Albert was placed on the injured list, please?
It's a COVID IL. He got his second shot and just didn't feel good after getting it as far as, playing in a major league game. So just to kind of give him a day to see where he's at tomorrow, it was an easy move to activate Cody.
Thank you, Dave. And as far as these final 6 games, what's the biggest factor for you as far as what you want to see out of the way your team plays? Is it to keep the edge no matter how the chips fall in San Francisco?
Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, obviously, the goal is still to win as many games as we can, and I know how we get there is playing good baseball. It's a team in the Padres that's very, very familiar with us. We're familiar with them, and we got to pitch and catch it and take good at bats, and that's kind of, all our focus has to be.
Dave, as far as Walker, he has had a few rough starts in the month of September. What are you looking for tonight to see as far as where he's at, if he's bouncing back?
With Walker, just go out there and execute pitches. I think, the whole season, he's had a tremendous season. He's had a few rough ones, which we all see and know. But I think right now it's a new day. It's a new start, and go out there and put us in a position to win a baseball game.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, Cody's back, but Gavin's in center field. Is that kind of something we'll see moving forward?
I'm not sure yet. I think I think that we have a lot of good options. I think that Gavin is playing really good baseball. He's getting better each day in the outfield. Cody is active. He took batting practice on Sunday. He looked good. He's not 100%, but he's dang near close to it. And so he'll be available in any capacity tonight. We'll see how it goes. I think for me, it's each night, what we feel gives us the best chance to win a ball game. But regardless, whether it's Gavin, it's CT on the bench tonight, I expect those guys to be ready to come in and help us win.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Dave, just wondering, Chris Taylor, has he had any adverse effects from his neck since coming back, or at least to the lineup last weekend?
No, it's been good. That other night where he made those 2 diving catches, want to see how he rebounded, and he came back really well. Off day yesterday, he'll be available today. So everything I hear, he's fine, and I think that we're out of the woods.
Thanks.
Next question is from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, this goes obviously for Bellinger and Lux, but also for Taylor and Pollock. I mean, how much of this last week not only is it trying to balance, obviously trying to win the division, but also just trying to see where all those guys are at as you evaluate where you guys are going to be for the postseason roster?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I don't think there's one right answer. I think it's a little of, threading the needle in the sense that we have a lot of good options. There's no one lineup that's going to be set versus left versus right. I think performance and recency matters, certainly. The body of work for a certain player and what they've done, whether it be this year, throughout their careers, the experience they've had, I think certainly is baked in. So regardless, I think if you look at specifically to the outfield, there's 5 very good major league outfielders now, with the inclusion of Gavin. So they all have their, case to be in the lineup. So I think that the way I want to look at it is there's really no wrong way to set an outfield lineup for these next 6 days and the postseason and beyond. My expectation is that they'll just all be ready when called upon.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Last one's from JP Hornster. Go ahead, JP.
Hey, Dave, a couple of years ago, you guys in the Rockies went down to the wire, played a game 163. And I'm wondering, we're kind of in a similar place right now between you and the Giants. Any lessons, any do's and don'ts that you specifically picked up from that season and sort of how to navigate that ship down that stretch?
I think it's continued to take it day to day. That mindset, that process has proved to be beneficial. You mentioned that 163. If we get to that point, it is it's good to know that we've been in situations like this and have come to the other side, got to the other side. So having successes out of, pressure, stressful situations, I think having the experience is important.
And at this point, when the standings are that close, do you just kind of concede that watching the scoreboard is going to be a part of guys' daily activity?
It is. And I think there's a lot of, there's probably 24 other teams that would love to be a part of scoreboard watching, so I think that's part of it. But our guys do a good job of focusing once the game's being played and focus on their job.
Well, thank you.